Greetings to everyone, with you Yaroslav Shvets in this wonderful evening, and we're training again, so a little bit more inspiration for you. And yeah, I wanna add a little bit critic to myself. So basically I just made a few test videos, so probably it not so good, I would say not good at all, as my friend said, but it's fine. It's same like your first pancakes, usually it's never will be good enough. But what I just want to do is just to deliver the message, and most important, the message about a certain thing. So I just mixed up literally everything: training psychology, some life philosophy, energy techniques, meditation, so provide you as much more tools as possible. And yeah, of course, when you do the public speech, you have a certain text what you memorize. So I didn't wrote any scripts, so everything I said, it's like really spontaneous. Basically everything what just come from my mind or from my heart, from inside, would say. So you can call it as anything you want, actually. So I just try to be honest, and everything what works well for me and for my friends, people close to me. So basically it's a huge sharing of experience, and experience not only my personal, other people as well. So what I think is useful and what I think is workable is you can use a mind tool, let's say. I'm really glad to share it. Beliefs, but it doesn't matter what is your background, your religion, where you stay, and your beliefs as well. Certain things work, certain things not work, so we just sort it out. For example, some of my beliefs are based on Indian philosophy, Tibetan, something from Buddhism. So basically I pick some philosophy here, a little bit of there, a little bit of here, and mixed up. So basically it's some kind like mixed martial arts, let's say. So you use all of the available tools and everything what's work well for you. Same like in a bodybuilding. What's your body type and what your genetic, your ectomorph or exomorph, and so on. So you will use for sure different dietary and different kind of training methods. So all of this great mix, what on my opinion can be works. And yeah, about shaman philosophy, by their beliefs is more information you share it, so you make it kind of floating things, and the more experience you share it, is more you get. So let's assume, just assume, because some people believe the earth is flat, so let's assume it's sphere. So you just make a ball with some knowledge and you let it go, and it will be go endlessly, and sooner or later it will make a circle and come back to you. This ball can be get smaller with a lot of connection and come back to you anyway, and you get some little bit of new knowledge, or this ball can be a little bit bigger like a snowball and bring you a bit more knowledge. So all experience and on knowledge you share will come back to you. Same like money. Why it called currency? Because like a current, river current, it's just floating. You cannot just earning and collecting, you spending, so you make it float. So as more you're spending, as more you need. Same like with the energy. So if you have a full bottle of water, you cannot put any new one, so you need drop off a little bit, and you can use it like literally to everything. And if you said some people spend more money or more energy or whatever, they have a bigger bottle or so, they just fill it up much quicker than other people. So all water what coming out is the same amount coming in. So if you are familiar with some energy technique, let's say Raja or Kundalini yoga, maybe someone familiar with Reiki, Tai Chi, or whatever, a lot of principles, it's really similar, and everything connected, and everything have cause and effect. Like literally to any situation, it have a cause and effect. And if you have like some picture, it doesn't matter it's clear enough or not, you have like at least some understanding how it works, so you might be prepared and you know this cosmic law or whatever, and you know how to behave. Of course, if you want to be well, you want to be more progressive, more success or whatever, so you can use it, of course. I can suggest you like really cool video. It's not only about traditional Tai Chi energetic techniques. It's a man called Mantek Chia, and he explained it like really well, how all of the energy go and make a really nice picture, and he explained it not in a traditional way. So basically for our Western mind it's pretty much clear, and what most important, we can use it. So yeah, today what topic I want to mention about the power of forgiveness or importance of forgiveness. It's really important, but to it we'll come back a little bit later. So today we have a shoulder training. So same, we'll do the few exercises, little bit work on abs, and yeah, today I'm not alone. I'm really happy my mate is joining me, so we can have a really good pump together, but mostly training alone. And yes, when I train alone, I'm more intense, more focused on things I'm doing, and I try to make really hard training. But sometimes it's more like time spending, just the activity, chit chat, have a little bit of exercises, have fun. So today it's kind of a relaxing day, but I decided not to make a day off of training, so just make it easy training. So we'll say it will be active recovery. And tomorrow it will be much harder training. Some videos I upload, it might be a little bit mix up. For example, one day do the shoulders and legs and chest, then back. And some videos I was made and uploaded in a different sequence. So just never mind about that. So yeah, let's come back to the forgiveness, why it's like so important and why I wanna mention this topic, not only energetically, psychologically, because we have like a lot of mental blocks, energetic blocks, what some practitioner call it energetic blocks we have in the body, and it makes some calls on our physical health, unfortunately. And we do a lot of things without noticing we do it something wrong. Maybe it's not wrong, but still, if you have some energetic blocks, it's familiar to Indian Ayurvedic medicine and Thai medicine and Thai massage, what focused on certain sports, energetic sports. And basically any tradition you will make a research, it's really close to each other, just have a different names, little bit different explanation. Maybe they use the things like a little bit in different way, like the herbs and massage, energetic massage, and so on. But still, you will find a lot of similar things. So I assume perhaps it's working in a certain way, how they explain it. But still, it depends from your beliefs. If you believe Reiki is gonna help you, it for sure will help you. If you not believe, so probably your belief system might be stronger for it. But we just will take a knowledge and try to take it more in details, get more understanding to it, and maybe we'll change something in our life. So where the energetic blocks come from, or you can find another name, it's a mental blocks. So let's say you have a negative experience, or you have a fear or something, and you hold it and you live it with that years, and this negative experience you always carry with you. Yeah, it sounds silly, but we do it like automatically. Or let's say we do a lot of things not really consciously, and we might say something really bad because we're in a state of affect. We didn't say sorry, we didn't say I was wrong. Sometimes we even didn't say hi or thank you. And another person, it might be let's say not really happy about, or even splash out some negative energy about, like, oh, you're so disrespectful, and so on. It can be anything. It can be like a million example, and we can hold these negative things quite a lot. Disappointed about our friends, maybe someone cheat you, maybe someone make a fraud on you, whatever. Own money and didn't give you back, and we everything holding. So I can give you like really famous Buddhist proverb, probably you know it. The monk, they have a precepts like have no sex, stay without a woman. That's why in many temples so strict rules. Women supposed to cover all of the legs and shoulders for not show any part of body, and not allowed to touch monk because they just living all life and supposed not think about a woman's, and this simple action might break their practice because they choose to develop themselves spiritually. So story is, two monks walk back to the temple from really far away, and from rain appears some river. And one woman, very rich woman, she said, "Oh, can you carry me on another side of the river, because I have a weak health and water is really cold." And one monkey even tried not look on a woman, and another said, "Okay, no problem." And he put her on her shoulders, bring to another side of the river, and they come back to their journey. An hour later, when they always come back to the temple, second monk tell him, you was like one of the best monk, sitting meditate without food almost 1 month. And now I cannot believe you just take that woman, put on your shoulders, allowed to touch yourself, and cross through the small river. And the first monk said, I left a woman an hour ago on another side of the river, and you're still carrying her in your mind. So yeah, we're carrying a lot of stuff in our mind, and unfortunately not all of this stuff is positive. So a lot of things we cannot forgive to some of the people, even a small thing. It can be like anything, not only cheating, not only hard disappointment, or let's say someone of best your friends choose not you, choose someone else. So another girl, she prefer to stay with another guy, or another guy prefer to stay with another girl, make it cheating and whatever. And we might collect that things so much during our lifetime, and everything might become a certain let's say energetic blocks. What later, sooner or later, it might become to some physical illness. It have different tables, and a different tradition give a different kind of explanation. I don't want to be too precise because it might take hours to explain. I just will tell you a little bit in a generally, so you'll got the idea, and after you can decide what to do with that. So first of all, our aim for take off everything what we don't need, all unnecessary stuff, all of the rubbish what collect in our mind, in our soul, in our energy, in our body, whatever. Just try to clean us up and leave only tools what helpful to us, what help us to grow to something bigger, maybe to higher spiritual creature, or at least to have a little bit happier body, to get our aims, to get the goals what we really want. So we will leave tools what will be really helpful for achieve what we want. But first of all, we need to know, is it really we need that what we want? Because usually we want a lot of things, but not a lot of things need to us, and it have like a different stage of critical points where our mind make an analyzation. So do we need it or not? Do you need your new car or not? You maybe like to have a sport car, but your critical mind make analyzation, so you like speed too much, and this car might kill you, and that's why you cannot get it, and that's why you cannot get a lot of money, and so on. But all of this process you can make a little bit quicker. It have a lot of techniques. It's not even meditation techniques. Some of the let's say psychologists done a really great job for make it easier, but you can use even NLP techniques or Gestalt therapy if you're familiar. It looks a bit silly, some of them, but you don't care. If it can help you, why not? So to critical points we'll come back a little bit later, so let's start it step by step. First of all, we need to get rid of all of these blocks. So mostly these blocks became from the things we cannot forgive to the people. Someone owned $100 to you and didn't give back, and you still keep it in the mind years already. And you're just still thinking like, oh, how this person can be so not responsible, or this person not follow this duty, and I always make a work for him and so on, or why the boss took a high manager, this lady, not me, and so on. And we cannot forgive the people for that things, and we still keep it inside us, and this is something negative, not a positive one. And negative things, it bring negative effects. It's pretty obvious and pretty logical, I would say. And whatever happens, we need to get rid of it as fast as possible, and need spend enough time and power for set us free without it. So use all of the tools and our knowledge, our experience for get such kind of freedom. So basically everything starts from knowledge. So if you know the cause, you know how to work on it. So if you know where it come from, then you know what need to do with that, and all of the process became super clear and much easier than it seems before. Okay, let me tell you first some really famous Jew joke, and some of it I'm really like it because it's take like literally from a life. So wife asked a man, it's like 2 a.m. in the morning already, and he still cannot sleep, and she said, you have to work tomorrow and you still not sleeping, what's happened with you? And he said, I borrowed $100 from a neighbor and I don't have it, I cannot give it back, and it's really disturbing me. And she said, oh, not a big deal, just make him a call and tell him you cannot give it back now, so let make him not sleep. So you got a point, right? Something we need to forgive, and maybe in many traditions, like in a Muslim tradition, Christian, Catholic, and Buddhist, have a forgiveness day when we just forgive for everything to other people, especially I think it's like in the shamanic and Chinese, I forgot the name, really sorry. Some traditions, they have a really importance, everything what connected to people close to you, like your close friends, your people with who you're working to, and your relatives. So it's really important for clear everything with your relatives, especially forgive to your relatives and be clear with everything, because you have really strong connection and not only mental or energetic connection. So it's kind of your bloodline connection. So many traditions, they have like a celebration dates where everyone forgive everything. Of course, not everything is possible to forgive. Let's say like a killing, robbery, raping cases, people have to be punishment, and at least by our criminal law, I would say. So some extreme point, it can be totally different. I talk about something like really general, really common what happen every day on our life basis. So even really small things like, oh, why this person, I work with him 7 years and he never say hi or never ask how I'm doing, and so on. And someone already can create a negative block compared to some another person. So same you, like can create a really easily negative block, like, oh my god, why is a neighbor always parking on my side or block my car, and so on. And some people really good in discussions, they just go and discuss, so try to find a similar point. If it's no parking space, okay, let's do it one day you parking here, another day I'm parking here, it will be pretty fair. Or try to find some solution or way out, but usually people just get in a conflict or just try to make it gossip or said, no, this people is really bad because a dog is barking all the time, and so on. It can be 2 million reasons for that. So how to get rid of it? Solution, it's simplest when you even can imagine. So if you have this person in real on work, just tell him you forgive the thing he done. Okay, you just if you tell the truth, people really appreciate it, but it's really not easy to tell the truth. We live in a fake world and everyone try to be better in someone else's eyes, and yeah, we cannot say to the girl, you know, this dress really not suit you well because you became a enemy number one. And if someone said, I'm really look like 25 now, and you said, you know, you look like 45 actually, but you know, many things we cannot say. It's just a simple silly example. So the easiest way, just tell to the person, yeah, I know you owe me a couple $100 and still didn't give it back, and you know, it's just by your own. You will live with it and I just forgive you, that's it. And you know, it might be something will wake up in the person's mind or not, but you will feel much better. Just forgot about that money, that's it, and you will feel much better, except you will feel sorry about and feel sad months or even years ago about some silly couple of $100 or whatever. And another case is might be really common about cheating. So if you can, yeah, just say it, you forgive it. And much better if you say it out loud, or if you're not in connection with a person, just make a call or send a text or whatever. Do something what make you feel better, for get this released, for break up the connection. So okay, you not hold it anymore, you forgot it, but it should be really honest. You need to analyze the situation. So basically you make a movie in your head, you roll it again. So it can be any situation, maybe really. And how come you are the best friends and he choose someone else, and so on. So just tell him you was really angry, really disappointed about, or so on, and that's why you not connect with him or her like many years, and now you just tell him you forgive and so on. But yeah, we are not perfect and many things we done wrong, so maybe we supposed to ask someone for forgive us. And it's really good if you realize a mistake, if you realize you didn't finish university what your parents really want to, even if you know you do it only for them, yeah, and you didn't finish, you make your own choice because you thought it's a better way, it's your own way, except to do what parents suggested to you. But I don't think your parents wish you something better, so on. It's just an example, yeah. So you can talk to your parents and ask, you know, I was wrong and I'll be glad if you can forgive me, and so on. And maybe some of the people make you really good favor, maybe find you a good job or help you with a project or whatever, and you even didn't say thank you for them, not even make a good gift or something, and maybe you knew about it and it's still bothering you. So why not get in connection and just talk to them and said, yeah, maybe I was a bit wrong, or I supposed to be more gratitude or whatever. It can be like any situation. If you feel sorry for something, let's say cheating, yeah, and you not stay with that person anymore, even if years, yeah, just ask for forgive you. Just say you still feel sorry, and it will be good if the person will forgive you. And you know, it's a magic, it's a magical works when the person said, oh, you know, I already forgot about, and yeah, of course I will forgive you. That's it. It will be like a super magical spell what will make both of persons feels better. And it's some really cool research and people make, and I don't know how, but in some reason it's works. So maybe we have some kind of energy, or psychologically we have a program in our mind. So let's say it's just a neural connections, and we have a certain program, so we can change the program. So in that way, when we do this ritual, we change the connection, we change the program, and psychologically we start to feel better. So it's easier to move forward. It can be millions example. I don't want to stop on it because it might take a super long time, just for make you clear idea. Yeah, everyone do the mistake. It's pretty normal. We learning on our mistakes, and probably someone make a career on our mistakes, so vice versa, who knows. But most important to realize you was wrong. You realize, so yeah, the person suggests you to buy a course, forget this certificate, and you denied, and now you know you really need it. And yeah, just tell to them you was right and I was wrong and whatever. So it not only forgive someone, it also really important so someone can forgive you, and you can save a huge amount of energy what usually we spend on it. It can be unconscious, it can be automatic, you even forgot about all of this thing, but if you make a recap, it has some really powerful techniques called the recap. You just recap all of the actions, especially some really important actions to you, what happened, maybe in relationship, maybe you had some problem with your parents or friends or girlfriend, whatever. Just come back in time, in a memory, and just live through it again. And just roll this movie, fulfill it, just feel all of the emotions, all of the feelings, what that happened, and try to realize, are you was right in that moment, or maybe you was wrong, or maybe need to change something. And in that case, your realization level will grow up so much higher. And when you will do this practice more and more, you will come back to the small details, and you will find when you was wrong in 100 times more than before, because just first of all you start from important things, what really give you pain in the ass or give you really nice feelings, like super joy, you was really satisfied with something, or was super sad in some certain circumstances, whatever. And then you start to recap some small things what seems like not important, but when you keep more attention to it and you'll see the picture in more details, you can realize like a really lot of cases what you never even keep attention to it might be super important. I said example already, like you didn't say I'm sorry to some person, you didn't said, oh thank you, you give me like a really good job, or thank you for the connection, and you think, oh it's just pretty normal, but someone might spend a lot of time for sort it for you, or for help it for you, or find the right contact for give it for you, and you even didn't say thank you for that. So basically it can be like a million cases in your life, and when you in your mind recall it and you live it again, look on yourself from outside like another person, you can make a judgment, you can realize it from outside how it's look like, how it feel like, you will find millions mistake you done already. And also of course you can find a lot of negative spots from other people, we cannot escape from it unfortunately. So you can live these moments, and your realization point, your consciousness will grow, and you will find a lot of solution what you need to do. So probably next time you will not do like that, you will not do the same with this person done. So you will be completely you even might become a completely different person. I mean, like a much better version of your personality, of yourself, because you work on it and you work a lot of things. But if you just forgot about it, you forgot everything that was before, so what's the point? You didn't got the lessons from it. But it's more important, we here get the lessons. So basically all of the life, it might be like a school, or maybe uni, I don't know, maybe previous life it was a school or kindergarten, or maybe now in a kindergarten, who knows. It depends on what level we are, because some monks, they on a really different level of consciousness compared to us, and that's why they're not really interested in talk to all of the random people, because they will not understand anything what they said. Same if you will talk to 3 years old boy or so, yeah, it's fun, play with him, whatever, but you cannot discuss a quantum physics or some point of history, maybe with which one you are not agreed, or whatever, or religious philosophy, for example. Yeah, it will be not really possible to explain to them and even discuss, or even to ask for their opinion. So it's pretty much clear, yeah? And many things is really clear when you get focused for it. If you're focusing on something, when you think about something, get really deep into your thoughts, or even you can turn it to the kind of meditation, and everything became really simple, really clear, really understandable, and you know what to do. Okay, I will never will do it again because it was not so good for my career, and yeah, these things I supposed to do much more. So now I always will say hi to all of the people and try to memorize their name, because it was nice when I even don't know the staff name who really helpful in the projects. Or now I always will do the plan by myself, because all of previous time it wasn't precise and wasn't good enough because it made by other people. So if I do it by myself, I can make it better and save time and so on. It can be any, so it can be any example at all. It depends what situation we will be look for. So to anything you will keep your attention, you can focus it much more and get to the details, and bam, you can sort it out. And you can find a way how to sort it out in your own way, because we all different. We have a different backgrounds, different education, we have a different way of observing the things, different way of thinking, and so on. So only the person who can find the best solution for the certain thing, it only we are, and we need to understand it. So yeah, I mentioned already before about forgive the people or ask for forgiveness. For example, if in some case you cannot contact the person, or you cannot talk to the person, let's say you don't have any more phone number to the person, you won't say really I'm fucked up all of the things and I'm really sorry and I even didn't realize it was my fault, for example. Or maybe that person already passed away. Sometimes it's happened, people like feel really sorry about, but they cannot say anything already. Or maybe that person don't want to talk to you anymore ever, and you just cannot meet and say, you know, like I'm really done the wrong thing, but nothing wanna change, just wanna say about and just to ask sorry. Or you want to say the person, yeah, you know, he was wrong, he done a lot of bad things for you, but now you don't wanna carry it anymore and you wanna forgive him, but in some reason you cannot contact him. Or maybe you take your parents' car, have a ride and crash it, and after you just said, oh, you know, someone stole the car, we need to call the police and so on, and you're still in a school or in uni, you just cannot say it to your parents because you will have a really big problem. So for our mind, actually, it doesn't matter. You will say it to the person really, or you will do it in your mind. So basically, you can do it just in your head, or you can do it out loud on the front of mirror, or in a park, or in the woods, or in your room, or anywhere else. So you can make it like a kind of meditation, and it works the same way. I don't know, many things you do it in your head. Work absolutely the same, because your mind cannot realize the difference what's real, what's not. So when you make visualization, you can get the same emotions, same feelings. So some people, they can recall any state they want. They can recall how they get drunk, or they smoke weed, or whatever. It depends how much time you spend for the practicing and how focused you will be on certain things. And yeah, some memory can make feel us really good, and some memory can feel us really bad, even depressed, even fear. Sometimes we feel fear, not sometimes, mostly only from our thoughts. We not go to deep water because we think it's some creature can be there and catch our leg or something, but it's no creature there. We not even in the water, but we're already scared to death and ready to pee in the pants. Same about the planes. Some people only enough to say we're going on the plane and they already start to panic, you know. It's only from our thoughts. And for example, it's no real man or woman in your room, and you might just think about something and got erection and so on, because your brain, your mind not really care. For them, real and unreal thing is the same. So basically everything what you project in your mind, it happens at the same time. About energetic things, absolutely the same. You can work on your emotional or emotional state, or work with your feelings just with not going anywhere. You just can sit in one place and make a recap and analyze your feeling, just deep in certain feelings in certain situation and work on it. And for your mind, it's everything the same. So I try to get to the point as close as possible. If you have some person you wanna forgive him, okay, just make the simplest meditation if possible in your own way. We are all different, so we can imagine things differently, we can see the picture differently with different angles. So you do it in your own way, what's most easier, most comfortable for you, so it will be the most right way. Just imagine a person you wanna forgive him, and for what, and explain everything to him and say, yeah, I'm already forgive you for all of the shit you done, so now we're clear and I wanna break up this connection, I don't wanna hold it anymore, so I wanna feel released or whatever. It can be any speech, it should be like really honest, so it should be from your heart, from inside of you. It depends, I don't know, it depends what. So if a woman cheat on you for a long time and make you really suffering, but you not have any connection, okay, just imagine her, you can sit down, lay down, stand up, whatever, imagine her and say everything what you already tired for, keep that memory, and you just forgive her, and that's it. Now you are clear, you wanna clear that connections, don't want to carry it anymore. So basically you can say it out loud, you can say it in your mind, you can imagine it, so you can do it in any way you want, what's more comfortable. If you not feel it works well already, try it again, try it few times, one day, another day, it will be fine. So if you feel sorry for something, I don't know, let's say business of company was closed because of your mistake, and of course you cannot say it to your boss because he gave you another job. So same, just imagine the situation and explain everything to him in your mind and ask to forgive you. That's it, really simple. So sometimes we think it's like not possible to find the right way, not possible to find the solution. It seems like it's not possible for get out from certain things, but it's everything possible. It's a million tools, we just don't know about it, and we just need to know how to use it well. So you can do it in your normal way. If it not work well, try to get a little bit in more meditative state. So you sit, relax, and almost feel like you're sleepy, but you shouldn't sleep. You should be in a state between the sleeping and between the aware, and do your forgiveness thing, or ask for forgive you for the something, whatever. That's it, super simple. You can do it anywhere, in any time you want, and feel free. But what the problem is, our collection might be too big. During our lifetime we might get so many negative connection with other people, and we need to forgive so many people and ask for forgive us a lot of people as well, so we might have a lot of work. So I suggest you for not be tired, just think about first of all most important things for you, what you think is important, and afterwards try to clear all of less important or maybe even not important, but still try to clear it up, and you will feel the release later. You will feel more energy, you will feel yourself more joy and happy. So if you don't have any negative connections with any people, imagine how much freedom you have. Your head, let's say your mind, will feel much lighter, and you will not spend any more energy on all of that negative points. And like some mystics say, so people might get even released from a certain illness when they working on all of the negative blocks they have, energetic blocks I mean. And it can be not only from forgiveness, it can be from a lot of things. So we need to figure out many options. So basically in each video I can give you like small seed of information what you can put it in your head, it will be grow So it's more you have, it's more you can use if it's necessary. Maybe you never done anything bad and you're absolutely fine and most helpful and most happy person in the world. Who knows? I saw some people who like shining like a lamps and everything is good and the environment is super clean and really nice parents and all of the friends like seems really honest and it seems like they never had any negative experience, but probably you can meet maybe one person on a million like that. And most of people, everyone have problem, everyone can turn to sad, everyone had a depression, anyone, not anyone, like many people being in a stress situation and suffering from something and so on. Especially in the big cities. In villages and people who stay in nature, usually they have less stress, they're not familiar with depression, they live in a more natural way of living, more joy, more funny, more singing songs and dancing, more laughing and smiling compared to the big cities. Yeah, big cities suck all of our energy out and we live in a really unnatural way, let's say. So it might be one of the causes why we're so unhappy here, but it doesn't mean we cannot sort it. We have a lot of options for be happier, for be more success, for be more joy. So if you think like only you have problem, everyone. I had a lot of bad things, bad memories, bad experience, everyone. And what the different is I just work on it, I just work it out because I don't want to carry it, I don't want to think about it anymore, I don't want to have that experience. I want like keep only positive memories, I want to keep only things what make me feel good, things what energize me, what give me inspiration, what motivate me for do something else. I don't know, and I just try to share it, and I'm not the one. There's many people like that. So when you have like a different way of thinking, more clear mind, you always feel good, you really enjoy some volunteer work, charity events and so on, you know, you do something nice around, do different courses, workshops, even for free, even you don't get any money, you know, you just make a sharing, you sharing experiences, sharing knowledge, and I know it will become back. So if I do something for free, no problem, the money will become back. So I give something and something will come back to me, and it's absolutely fine, and I feel quite good about it. But still, it's a lot of work for find all of the negative spots in yourselves and work on it. I don't know, I would say most of people, it doesn't matter you rich or poor and what health you are and where you stay in Somalia or in States, many people have like unpleasant situation, many people have a problem, many people feel unhappy, don't have friends and have all of the same things like hundreds years already. Overweight problem, cheating problem, people scam them, telling not truth, you don't know who to trust, you know, nothing changes like hundreds years. And a lot of people have similar problems to you. So if you will, I don't know, let's say search in online Google search or any other Rambler, whatever, for certain problem, how many people they have the same problem right now, and what about the statistic about a certain case? A lot, really a lot. So you're not alone, and only different you might do, you can sort it out and just get rid of it and release it. And I'll be happy for give you some tools for sort of things what inside your head, yeah, for try to get rid of or some mental things like bad memories and so on. So probably I'll do later on some video where I mention only exercises. I do it like piece by piece, because if I'll make a video with 10 different exercises, many people might be confused and so on. So much better just focus it on each things per one time, be more precise as possible, give a simple solution how to work on it. That's it, and you have all options to get the freedom. I feel better physically and emotionally, and so on. So it's really easy one. It's a really easy thing. It's like a common sense, I would say, but unfortunately common sense not so common for majority. So sometimes you need to mention certain topics for make it more clear, because people who are really good in math, they understand the numbers pretty well, but if need to draw some picture or go into the art school, whatever, it will be really difficult to explain something, because they see everything in numbers. And artists who not really in a math, will be difficult to find the own way to communicate with a person who like know only chemistry or only physics or whatever. So we might speak on a completely different languages, and what is really easy to understand to one person, really not easy to understand to another person. Same like I saw in the gym, some people came the first time, they know, okay, if I bend arms in this way, my biceps works. If I do it in opposite way, my triceps works, and that's it. It's pretty logical, common sense. And another person come and he said, oh, I have no idea what I need to do. Okay, if I need to do the legs, yeah, maybe I need to do squats and what else, and like no idea at all. So what's really clear and understandable for one person will be not really clear for another one. And it doesn't mean so one person is more clever than another one, because someone really good in music can compose the music, remember the rhythm from the first time, and another person can remember the pictures, but about the sounds he absolutely sucks. But it doesn't mean he dumb or something. We just have a different faculty and different kind of talents, I would say. Some talents we can work on it, make it better or achieve new one, and some we are born with it and we can just develop it or not use it, just put in a box like some people do. I know some guys, they really cool playing on music instruments and they don't use it. Yeah, I can play, I'm fine with it, and that's it. I think I enjoy my speech quite a lot. Hope you too. Yeah, usually when I start to discuss something, I cannot stop just in a few words. So try to be, I don't know, as more clear as possible. So like I'll be sure like everyone will understand it. Like even 5 years old kids, they got the point what I mean, so they got the idea. So I try to explain it in a really simple language without any scientist terms and so on. I just keep all of that stuff and just focus it only on points what can be really understandable and what you can use it. So just to turn the things into the tools. It's what I said before. So basically it would make your ability to like literally anyone. It doesn't matter what your religion are or education level or where you stay and who your friends are. So like anyone can use it, and it doesn't matter you feel good or you feel bad or whatever, you still can use it for get some improvements. It's what we are doing for. So I think I was quite comprehensive about the today topic, and it's quite enough for you. And yeah, our training almost finished, so I don't know. First of all, I thought for make the videos just like in a radio style, just for practice, see how it's going. And yeah, it's everything just really spontaneous. I just said everything what come from my heart, like from my mind, as said before. I didn't make any preparation, so it probably looks and sounds not professional. I would say super unperfect, but it's okay. I just make a natural style, and yeah, just leave your feedback, what you think about, how bad it is. Just put your critic. I'm really open-minded to any critic, and critic it's work well for me, for be better, for be more creative, for work hard on myself, for improve something, to make improvements. And yeah, what the style, you okay with the style, need change something, and what need to change. So any comments, any suggestions might be really helpful. And for background video, I saw just put some maybe like environment picture, some nature, whatever, but after I thought, oh, it will be too relaxing, too boring, so sometimes I record a video from a gym and say, okay, I just put a video from a gym, so here I can be like an example of myself when I'm working on my things on, so when I try to sort the things I want to sort, so when I move into the things I want, so how I want to achieve my goal and so on, so it might be even more suitable for it. Nothing much special, just working hard every day, no excuse. So okay, you wanna have a good body, you wanna be stronger, you wanna be more fit, okay, just working on it every day. And it's not like a small proofs. I try to motivate myself. Okay, so here still working the small dumbbells, I should take a bigger. Okay, I didn't add any more set, I didn't add any more reps. Okay, so I still should work on myself more. Okay, what next? I read only one book this week, so probably not enough much. I need to read at least 2 books per week. Okay, so I need to spend more time for my self-education and so on. Okay, how much time I spend for the meditation? 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day? Okay, why not increase it to the 40 minutes a day? Do I have a really good progress from meditation? Do my mind is clear? I'm happy enough, joy enough? Do I need to change anything? So just always we work on ourselves. I mean, change, and we change every day, and we can change to the worse, or we can change to the better. So basically we decide. It's really up to us, and you can make any lifestyle you want. So you can get smarter and smarter day by day. You can get new skills if you will practice every day, let's say playing on some music instrument. Time passed quick, and after several months you can play, let's say, guitar or maybe saxophone or drums or whatever. It depends on what you want to spend your time, what you enjoy. Yeah, if you want to be healthy, I think it's really important to be healthy. So maybe you need to think about food, make a research about the healthy food and so on. So probably you'll get my point, what I try to say, and yeah, would be glad to see you on another training. So be well, fit and happy.